everybody. It's really a treat to be here and to say hello to everybody.
And can we have a round of applause for Tina?
Oh, yeah.
She has
Tina,
done such an amazing
you.
job. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what we want to do is our main end game goal is to create calm. And BEST is a really good technique to create that calm. What it takes is the junk you have in you, and it just kind of almost disappears. And it makes, by far #1 comment we ever get from people is, I just feel so calm. And I understand that because that's the way I felt since we first started doing this. Another of the methods that we use is we also use pranic healing. We won't be going into that too much in this session. Okay, now everybody kind of keep track right now and take an assessment of yourself where your energy level is right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Susan do a little energy bump that really works well.
So does everybody have a number from 1 to 10 on where your energy level is? Sleepy is 1, 5 I'm okay, 10 I'm awake. Yeah. A 6, okay. So now that everybody has the number, right? Everybody got a number? Okay. All right, go ahead and please stand up. I feel like I should be over here. It's where you practice is on this side. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to teach you our daily routine of the Energy Boost, which is a form of Eden Energy Medicine, and I've got my own little twist that I put to it. So we'll begin with having your feet shoulder length apart, and all throughout the exercise, we'll be doing deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, okay? And if you'll basically just do what we do, it'll go faster, and I'll explain some of the things as we go by, okay? So we're going to start with the 4 thumps. The first one is right here on your cheekbones, and you're going to tap there, taking those deep breaths in. Okay, the next one is the K27. It's right here on your collarbone, just below that. And to continue the deep breaths in. This helps with your vitality. The first one was to help ground you, okay? Now we'll go to the thymus, which also is for your immune system. And the last one is right here on your rib cage. And this one helps build your metabolism. So if you have an upset stomach, do this. Okay, next we're going to do a cross crawl walk. So you'll march in place and do left to right, right to left. 1, 2. We're going to go 21 steps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, and now plant your feet right below your shoulders again. And now we're going to do the crossed over shoulder pull, which is going to make you feel whole and complete. This one I love. Grab your shoulder and drag it across your body to your opposite hip. We're going to do it 3 times. Okay, feel that tingle? Yeah? Yeah? Everybody feel it? Okay.
Good way to bring your energy level up if you're getting real tired in the middle of the day. Worked real well.
Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is form like a little steeple with your hands. You're going to put your thumb up to your third eye and do those deep breaths in. Okay, next, you're going to put your fingers right together on your forehead. We're going to open your third eye. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your fingers to your temple going along your forehead. Next, we're going to go up to the hairline. Okay, we're going to move around our head in little sections till we get to our neckline. And you're going to push in, pull out. Push in, pull out about an inch, moving back on your scalp like this. When you get to that bottom one, hold on to it. When you get to the bottom, and just let your arms fall. Feel that tingle again? Okay, now we're gonna seal that all in. So we're gonna do 3 strokes from our pubic up to our bottom lip to seal it all in. We'll do 3 of those. On the 3rd one, we're gonna do a positive affirmation like I'm amazing, okay? 1, 2, 3, and lock it. Throw away that key. And we're done. Okay. Did your energy levels go up?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's really great is it will help you absorb what we're going to teach, and as well as what other presenters are going to go on today. So you will also notice your energy. When you get home, you're not going to go, oh, that was so wrong. You'll be energized and have good energy for the rest of the night. Okay, Rich?
All right. Thank you, Susan. All right. That is one of the really neat things we do every day. You know, you start getting noonish and get sluggish. Oops, one,
I think we
two.
got one, no, I think we got this one.
Ah, okay.
That one was a 3-pager.
Yeah.
You got your notes on that other side. Oh, another thing I need to tell you. In 2000, Rich was hit by a truck. Hit him in the head. Knocked him some 37 feet. His memory was shot, gone. Lost all of his teeth, lost most of his hearing. So,
It only took 3 years to learn how to read again.
and that was only a sentence.
Yeah.
So, he is the epitome of you can't stop me.
Yeah, little old truck. What can it do? All right. So anyway, energy is just such an awesome thing to use. And a lot of people I notice will do a little bit of an energy boost or to synchronize or something, and they just let it go at that. But if you take your whole life and energize yourself with it, it really makes a difference. And when your energy here, if you take something and it comes into you, an experience you had today, and you put the label negative with that, it's going to suck energy out of you all day long. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. By the same token, if you tell yourself that's positive, and you've got to convince yourself, you know, a lot of this is you have to tell yourself, because that person inside that says, yeah, it's me, doesn't listen all the time. And what this does is really synchronizes that, the interior and the exterior, or the conscious subconscious. So if you put energy in that's positive, then it'll be positive when you pull it back up. The next time you remember that experience, you'll do it with a smile on your face. You understand what I'm saying? So it's important as you go through the day and things happen to attach the label, this was a positive experience. And then when that comes up, it'll be a positive memory. You know, it's pretty simple. A lot of this is really kind of tricking yourself or convincing yourself. Water, the only thing you should really drink. And reverse osmosis water is the best. Fruit juice is okay. Alcohol, tobacco, coffee, sugar, you know, they're just all really bad for your system. So we really try to discourage it.
We're referencing this chart here for your convenience, the drinking and so forth.
Okay, so what you eat. Okay, what percentage of your diet do you think should be fruits and vegetables? Any guess, anybody? 80%. 75% fruits and vegetables. Okay, then 25% of everything else, which includes your proteins. You know, you don't want to eat too much protein. You want to eat more vegetable and fruit. How and what you breathe. And it's very important when you breathe. Most people, when they breathe, will take a half a breath and then blow it out. And if they do get a full breath, they'll only blow half of it out. So when you breathe, make sure you breathe deep into your lungs and then, you know, bring the old air back out. And as far as what you breathe, basically if you can smell the air, it's probably not a good place to be breathing. All right, exercise. Super, super important. Uh-oh. Anyway, we want to do 30 minutes of exercise, a minimum of 3 times a week. That's absolute minimum. Any less than that, and you're just going to get old and your body doesn't work anymore. You know, the more you exercise, the more limber your body is, the more energy you have, the more muscle capacity you have, because all those things build up over time. So walking's probably the very best. And, you know, I go for about a 45-minute walk every morning, first thing I do, just to get everything functioning. Okay, you got the cut corner, you can turn on.
It's another threefer. Okay.
Okay. What you think, another super, super important thing. As you go through the day, if you're complaining to yourself, you know, that inner dialogue, that guy you just can't shut up no matter what you do. Well, if he's going along all day telling you what a lousy day it is, you got a horrible job, this is really hard, it's hot. At the end of the day, you're miserable. I mean, it really shrivels you up and it burns a lot more energy. Same day, same job, same amount of work. If you really relish it and man, I'm having a blast, at the end of the day, you feel good. You're ready to go party, you know, and have a good time. So that's super important. Relationships. That's the number one thing. A good relationship will build a person up. A bad relationship, it'll tear you down because you start getting the negative energy in you and then you're battling that. So what you want to do with your partner is you want to make sure you talk about things first of all. You know, a lot of people, they get problems, they get mad, they just shut up and clam up, and pretty quick your mate will say something to you like good morning and you'll just not good, you know. So make sure that you take that time to purposely think positive thoughts, particularly about your relationship.
Yeah, be thankful too.
Yeah, be thankful. Yeah, it's super important. Okay, perform enjoyable activities. And that's another one of those things that's just so important. If you spend all your time doing things you hate, you're not going to like your life. You know, I mean, it's really that simple. So you have to, with your mind, set an activity you're going to do that you enjoy, and that's how you decompress. And this is, in today's society, one of the major problems we have is people don't take time to decompress. I mean, just go into a store and listen to people, the way they're talking to each other and stuff. You know, that's a really big part of your health, is that positive attitude and that appreciation for life. Your strengths, what are you good at? All my life I tried to write a book, couldn't do it. Then one day I sat down and wrote one. And the only difference was is I said, I can do that. I mean, that's really all I did. And I've been trying to write a book for 30 years, and I could not do it. I love to read. I love books. It's not very hard when you are in the right attitude.
Now I'm grabbing some minutes.
Okay, be aware of your mood. You know, it's really embarrassing when you're in a bad mood and you really don't realize it, and somebody comes up and says good morning to you. You know, take time to think about that, about what your mood is, and be joyful. You know, so many people you see that are just downright miserable, and you ask them what's wrong, and they don't know. They're just miserable. So that brings your health down rapidly. And spaces between your thoughts. That's really a good process, is when you're just sitting there and thinking about, just look at the mountains, oh yeah, that's pretty nice. Be aware of those things that are happening between the words. And it really brings you to a place where you have a lot better understanding, particularly of your body. Because your mind will say, oh, yeah, we've got to get this done. Man, my back hurts. And so this isn't going to be too bad today, I hope. And so those kind of canceling statements find their way in there. So just eliminate those and just think of positive things to say to yourself. And another big one, you can't just change tonight. It takes a little while. You know, pick one thing to work on. And, you know, once you master that, then pick another area of your life to work on and go on like that. And then each thing you start to work on, it begins with deciding to fix that.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about the types of energy healing that we do, because it will help you create calm in your life, and I am absolutely 100% sold on the 3 methods that we use. Back in 2001, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. I was really in bad shape. I mean, I could hardly walk. I had trouble eating. I was just miserable. So the first thing I decided is I wanted to get healed, and I wanted to try natural as possible. I did have to go on medication, but you got to do what you got to do. But I found Eden Energy Medicine. Donna Eden is the mother of energy healing, in my opinion. She is amazing. She started as a young child, tracing her meridians, doing different methods of energy, and I love her. So she was the first one I found, and then the next one I found was Pranic. Prana is an ancient Chinese method of removing negative energies from your aura and replacing it with positive energy. And then the third one I do is Best. I found that in 2015. And after about 3 or 4 weeks of doing the, getting treatments myself, I went, wait a minute, I'm not the same person. I was completely different. And that was so, I was bawling all the time. And that's this Best gives your conscious and your subconscious to work together to allow your body to heal yourself, because we all have the ability to heal ourselves. And all 3 of these methods believe that you can. And I've seen a lot of things just in us that have changed dramatically. I do want to give you a quick testimonial here. Oh, we wanted to do a demonstration, real quick, Prana. Oops.
Uh-oh.
So, Rich, if you'll have a seat right here.
Okay.
You can. That's the last part. Leave that here.
Do that. Okay.
All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove some of the negative energy. I'm going to pretend like I have a big fire pit here with flames that are going to trap the energy so that the negative energy can't get back out. And so I'm going to clean my hands off of my negative energy so that I can get his. And I'm just going to do a real short, brief, quick, shorter than normal process, just so because we're running out of time.
Yeah, now what she's doing is she's just raking off the outside, kind of looking for little globs of negative matter in there.
He has the ability to see these, by the way. I can see the positive energy going back in, but I haven't mastered the being able to see the negative energy. I can feel it. Definitely can feel it. I'm cleaning each of these chakras. There's a chakra chart there for your convenience to see the effects of when they're depleted and when they're fully energized, working properly.
And remember to always remove the negative energy in a counterclockwise direction, or you actually tighten it in there, and then when you try to heal and you push energy in, it's already plugged, so it doesn't work. So you need to unscrew the negative energy like you unscrew a light bulb, and then push the energy back in.
Okay, now I'm going to put positive energy back into him. I like to rub my hands together, clap a little bit, get some nice friction going. If everybody would just, can you put your hands together, rub them really hard, and clap them a little bit. Put your hands about body width apart, and then slowly bring your hands together. And can you feel that energy that you've got in your own body? Can you feel like a resistance, maybe heat, maybe coldness? Can you feel it? That's what pranic is. That's the positive energy. So now I'm going to use the power of the universe to put the energy back. So the power of the universe is going to come through my hand, come through my body, and out through my palm of my hand and into him in a white healing light. And it is my intention to heal him. So just do these real quick. The root chakra, the third eye. I mean, that's the crown, excuse me, crown.
Wrong hand. Easy to mix up with me.
Hi. Don't talk about my boyfriend that way. Throat chakra, and I can always see the energy going in, and he had a lot coming into his crown chakra. And we don't do much on the front of the heart. We'll do the heart from the back because the heart is very sensitive. And again, I did not remove the negative energy, so I'm pulling that out, chopping it off at the root there, and then now I'll put some positive energy back into his heart from the back. Okay, and that is it for that. Thank you, Rich. Okay.
Thank you. And that does feel better. All right.
Oh, testimonials. Okay, I do want to share with you a couple of testimonials of people who have had issues with their calmness. Here's what they had to say. The first one wrote, "It took me only one session to get hooked to the feeling after a session with Susan. I started going once a week, and it's truly incredible how much it has impacted me in a positive way. To put it as simply as possible, I am more peaceful. The people that would rub me the wrong way no longer get under my skin. Events or situations in the past that were hard to cope with no longer on my mind or bother me." That was from Jessie. Here's another one. She said, after I came to Susan, after about a year and a half of entering one of the worst major depressive episodes and PTSD that I'd ever experienced, honestly, I was skeptical. How could it be that therapy was unable to help me, but this would help? Even during the first session, I began to feel what I could describe as very odd. It was like a tingle sensation. I could start to feel that lighter as the energy began to flush out all the toxins I'd been harboring, the ones that I thought I could handle all by myself. I'm so grateful for Susan because she literally helped save my life. I feel like the person that was missing is back, and now I am so much better. It is an inexpensive process to manage your emotions, stress, and work on your goals, and I've been recommending her to anyone and everyone because I know that best works, and it's been truly life-changing for me."
All right. One thing a lot of people don't really understand is the body, if it's left on its own, will not be healthy. I mean, it really won't be. Your body was not meant to be healthy, it's meant to survive. And that's what the subconscious is for, is so you can survive. And that's the big one. It doesn't matter whether your feet are cold or your hands are cold. If that happens, it'll shut off the circulation so let your hands and arms fall off, but it'll protect the core. And that's just the way the body is. It always tries to survive. Okay, that's the whole thing for the body. So when you're stressed, a lot of people reach for alcohol, for narcotics. A lot of people go into depressions. Your heart, when you're in that constant state of negative energy, your heart doesn't work so good. Your hormonal health will get all out of balance. You'll start lashing out at people. We're down to like 2 minutes.
You gotta do the process or no?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna do the process?
I don't know if we'll have time.
Okay.
How much time do we have left?
Yeah, there's 15 minutes between each.
Okay.
So you're about up to that, you've got about 2 minutes to that threshold.
Okay.
But then there is a little bit of flexibility in it.
Okay. So do you want to do that? Show that process real quick. I think it's important.
Okay. You're going to do it or me?
Go ahead. Or you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to show you a process that Rich likes to do, and I've done it too. And what it is, what I need you to do is to get something out of your pocket, penny, a coin, chapstick, whatever you got, something that you can put in your hand.
Yeah. And if you don't have anything, it's okay, but visualize a coin or a chapstick.
Something in your hand, a rock. Okay.
All right. So what you want to do is take that object sitting in your hand, and you want to attach the negative emotions that you have. I don't like my job. I'm fighting with my wife. My kid's being a real brat. Whatever it is, imagine that that's right there, those objects or that object in your hand, and move it around and feel that that object is not part of you. That's the important thing to remember. It's separate. You can pick that up out of your palm of your hand. You can move it around, and once you can really get in your mind that that object is not part of you, just turn your hand over and let it go. And when you do that, that feeling of peace that'll come in, once all of that stuff's gone, that feeling of peace will come in. And when that happens, what you want to do is you want to associate that with what you just did, because that negative stuff that was not part of you is gone. And then just reach up and touch your earlobe and connect that feeling of all of that yuck gone. Just connect that with that peaceful feeling that you have right now. So when you get stressed and your boss is arcing at you, just touch your ear and you big old smile, and he doesn't know what's going on. He thinks you're crazy. Fun.
So that's just some of the things that we can help you with. So we wanted to show you a few things on what you can expect if you enroll with us on our programs.
Yeah, we'll show you real quick what the packages are that we have available.
So I do Best and Prana together and put it together as a $65 a visit. Today, if you wanted to just get one visit, it's $32.50. If you wanted to do 4 consecutive appointments, we'll go 30, which would be $120. Okay? Then we also have 2-on-1 counseling for 30 minutes, which is $65. Today, $30 for any of the appointments that you book for that. Then we have our one-on-one mentoring. It's usually $120 for 1 hour. Today, $65. And we do know people sometimes can't come to us, so we will go to them within reason. The normal fee for traveling is $50. Today, for each visit that you book, it would be $35. And we're going to get this offer through the end of November. And you can stop at our booth and get those appointments booked. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.